I want to make this really quick. There are a lot of nations, races, and tongues that know who we are and have either left their orthodox religion or whatever they believed in and treated us fairly and believed because they knew who we are. We have a lot of people. When I say a lot, there's hundreds of millions of people that actually have our back because of the Word of God and what they believe when it comes to this Word of God. They also know that if they humble themselves and turn the other cheek every time you sit down and sit, they're going to hell. And I'm speaking to the brothers of the house of Jacob. I'm speaking to the Israelites right now. So you get a good understanding that, you know, God's going to bless them and curse you because you were supposed to see this and have this revelation. Not let the devil and Satan trick you up and sway you with hatred. Example. And I'm not going to say their names because I don't want him watching this. But I have a close friend that used to be a rabbi. And as a matter of fact, I think he is still a rabbi. He's an older guy. And he's a very Hasidic Orthodox Jew. Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I want to say his name. Lord bless his soul. And whatever went with him, he opened up to the truth. He woke up to the truth. And I used to really get upset because what he would do is that he would walk, we would be talking and we'd be walking through Bed-Stuy. And he'd go to a group of kids hanging on the block in front of the store and he'd say, hey, he'd say something really fancy and slick because as the Jewish people have to me I call it the Italian flair, the Sicilian flair. They know how to flip a word and it's a city thing. All right, and then he said, yeah, you know who you are, and you out here, this and third. He said, because, hey, I'm just the person that's pretending to be a Jew. But you guys are actually the really Jewish people. You know that, right? And then the kids would get amazed, and this is one instance where the kids had got amazed, and they're like, oh, we heard about this. And he said, yeah. He said, shh, be quiet. Don't tell nobody I told you this. But this is that and the third you are. So if you act right, you do right, get off this corner, leave the drugs alone and everything, God's going to bless you once you start worshiping Him, recognizing Him, and change your life around. It's going to be some little tribulations with it, but you're going to see your life turn around. And here's my card. If you ever need a job and I can help you out, whatever, just let me know. But I want to make sure that you know who you are and you found the righteous way and all this other stuff. Why do you think that Jesus came here for you? All right? And He also came here that everybody else would boo, but you got to know who you are unless you're going to make it. And then He'll walk away. And he saved a lot of souls. You have to understand that there's a lot of people that I personally know that have left the occultism and paganism of a lot of other things to the truth and know who we are and they respect who we are. So you have to respect that. And you have to respect the fact there's a lot of people and generations, races and tongues that actually have our back. And you have to respect that too. You have to also respect that we are in the new covenant, so we have to be humble of who we are and what we are woken up to. And that rabbi, I never forget the reason why I'm getting back, and I was sort of upset a little bit, because I thought it was a hustle for him spiritually, because everybody he would turn around and talk to, I mean, this man's getting blessed left and right. And he happened to, I think he played the scratch off and hit $10,000 the next day. But the Lord blesses him like that in others, and I've seen it with a lot of other people. So you have to understand there's a lot of people that have our back and that have love for us because they love the Lord. They know what the Lord stands for. They know what the Lord can do because they're seeing His works through them and other people. Stop shunning off what belongs to God. Because if we're in a new covenant and the Messiah came to make sure everybody is joined in as one, who are you to separate? Unless you get judged by the same book that you judge by, that means that you shouldn't be doing half of the stuff that you're doing when you run the streets. Make sure that when you hit that club, you don't take no woman home unless she's married to you. And you keep the Sabbath. Not following all the laws, it means that you is not a straight up monk, because even 144,000 that made us before us in the heaven, that the multi-millions of races and tongues and nations came out of, they were of pure innocence. They have more righteousness and the right to judge than you do. So just have understanding that we do have a lot of nations that actually have our back, and I really do find it a little disrespectful when we have to find a separation. All right, there are a very good amount of people that hate us and that are out to destroy us, but you put your faith into the Lord, because He's always going to be that protection for you. All right, and if you are of the Word and have that knowledge, you should already know it. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but don't shun off and scare off those that actually have our back.